Welcome. Today we journey into the heart of Roman mythology, exploring the top 10 most powerful Roman gods. The Romans lived in a world where the divine was ever present. Gods shaped every aspect of life, from politics to daily rituals. These deities weren't distant. They were active forces, their passions and rivalries reflecting those of the mortals who worshipped them. We'll uncover what these gods truly meant to Romans and why their influence was absolute. Prepare to step into the presence of the gods. At the summit stands Jupiter, king of the gods and the embodiment of Rome's destiny. Jupiter Optimus Maximus, the best and greatest, was the god of the sky, thunder, and ultimate authority. His temple on Capitoline Hill was Rome's spiritual heart, and his eagle soared above every legion. To break an oath in his name was to risk divine wrath. His favor meant order, his anger, chaos. Jupiter was powerful, passionate, and deeply human in his flaws. He was the divine source of Rome's power, as vast and absolute as the heavens. Juno, Jupiter's wife and sister, was queen of the gods and protector of women and marriage. Her fierce jealousy and power reflected Roman anxieties about family and legitimacy. As part of the Capitoline Triad, she guarded Rome itself. Her sacred geese famously saved the city. Juno was invoked in marriage and childbirth, embodying female authority and the sanctity of the Roman family. She was the vigilant matron, demanding respect and devotion. Neptune, Jupiter's brother, ruled the sea and earthquakes, forces as unpredictable as his temper. For Rome, the Mediterranean was a lifeline, and Neptune's favor was essential for safe passage. His trident could summon storms or shatter the earth, making him both feared and revered. Neptune was also god of horses, linking the power of the sea to the thunder of hooves and chariot races. He was a moody king, his realm a reminder of nature's untamable might. Mars, god of war, was the divine father of Rome, ancestor of Romulus and Remus. Unlike the Greek Ares, Mars was dignified, embodying both military might and agricultural protection. Romans saw warfare as sacred, a duty inherited from their godly forebear. His altar, the Ara Martis, was central to military and civic life. His month, March, marked the start of campaigns. Mars was both destroyer and protector, symbolizing the dual strength of Rome's fields and armies. To be Roman was to carry a spark of Mars's relentless drive. Venus, goddess of love and beauty, was also the divine ancestor of the Julian family, Julius Caesar's clan. Her connection to Aeneas gave Rome's rulers a sacred legitimacy. Venus's power was irresistible, shaping politics, art, and the very idea of Roman destiny. She embodied the creative force of attraction, her influence felt in every aspect of life. Venus's victories were won through charm and allure, not force. Apollo, adopted from Greece, became Rome's god of light, prophecy, and healing. He brought order, music, and the arts, but his greatest power was prophecy. His oracles guided Rome in times of crisis. Apollo was also a healer, invoked during plagues and celebrated for his rational, purifying force. Augustus aligned himself with Apollo, claiming the god's favor in his rise to power. Apollo symbolized a new golden age, light, order, and civilization. He was the radiant voice of destiny. Diana, Apollo's sister, ruled the wild, goddess of the moon, the hunt, and untamed nature. Fiercely independent and eternally youthful, she protected the vulnerable and stood outside traditional roles. Diana's chastity and wildness made her a symbol of freedom, her sanctuary a refuge for outsiders. She watched over childbirth and transitions, embodying the boundary between civilization and wilderness. Diana was the people's goddess, her power quiet but unyielding. Minerva, born from Jupiter's head, was goddess of wisdom, strategy, and crafts. She represented the intellect behind victory, strategy over brute force. Minerva was patroness of artisans, teachers, and innovators, embodying the Roman respect for skill and ingenuity. Her festival, Quinquatrus, celebrated both learning and military planning. She was the spark of invention, the wisdom that built and defended Rome. Minerva was the mind of the empire. Mercury, the messenger god, was patron of trade, communication, and travel. He connected gods and mortals, merchants and markets, guiding both messages and souls. Mercury's cunning made him the god of negotiation and of thieves. His temple stood at the heart of commerce. His blessing sought for profit and safe passage. Mercury embodied Rome's practical, interconnected spirit. Vulcan, god of fire and the forge, was the divine craftsman, creator of weapons, armor, and wonders. Lame but brilliant, Vulcan's power lay in skill and creativity, not appearance. His forge beneath Mount Etna symbolized both creation and destruction. Vulcan's troubled marriage to Venus reflected the tension between makers and warriors. He was the engine of Olympus, the unsung force behind divine power. These 10 gods were more than symbols. They were personalities shaping Roman life and